pleasure to meet y'all at last. Now, you could just hear in the background that I'm just pushing away through certain limbs. That's because I'm going on a little hike uphill. I'm going hiking uphill because it's supposed to help keep my feet muscles strained, because within about a couple weeks now, I'm gonna be purchasing Vibram 5-finger shoes, which they should help me with my foot problems that I've been developing these last couple of years, really. I mean, since I started going outside and walking for hours as a sport, I thought about, and I decided now should be my chance to purchase some Vibram 5-finger shoes before my feet problems starting getting worse, and now I'm in a little clear area of land. The land is clear, but I'm gonna have to get back in the bushes if I'm gonna keep going. So what I can say firsthand is that, first of which, well, sorry if the daylight keeps changing, well, because right now it's been quite some time since I entered through the woods here, and crap, I got a stick caught on my leg, and now it's off. But for right now, well, I happen to be coming across some pretty big obstacles. You can see right here, through this whole area, there's just a lot of twigs and the like that have been chopped down at some point. Let's also not forget that, well, I keep hearing birds calling out to each other. Oh, snapped it. And for now, though, I'm probably just going to have to keep on going. Whoop. I almost fell down there. I don't know what it would be like if I were to go, because I'm going to be going up a sloped surface soon, and I just can't be sure what could happen if I just started tumbling down there right now. I probably wouldn't end up too well. Anyways, I'll check back in at least 17 minutes, 24 minutes. Somewhere around that time in which I find something interesting along the way. And I guess I'll let you know if there's anything unusual that I spotted. Alright, now we're near this tree, as you can see right here. It's a really tall one here. It looks pretty old too because of all the mold and algae that's just growing on the sides, moss in the lake. And of course I hear a train in the distance. That must mean civilization is coming towards me. Kind of at a fast rate too, because, well, if anything happened to me out here, then God knows what could happen to me if I were just to be left stranded out there without any help, without any backup, because I don't even have a first aid kit. And of course I'm not even wearing a coat, because even though it's late June and sky right up there, it's just pale-ish, which must mean that a storm could be coming anytime. Fact is, I already felt a little dew drop on my arm. For now though, let's just keep going, because I'm going straight towards the tracks that must indicate that I could be nearing civilization again. And, well, I'm kind of far away from home at the moment, because let's also determine the fact that, whoa, another twig just tried to trip me over. But as I was saying, I wanted to determine the fact that since I'm on a slope surface and it seems to be really slick at the moment, then it's a good sign that something dangerous could be coming soon. Like when I tumble around there, or when I have some other kind of trouble awaiting me. But right now here, I'm actually feeling like I could just keep going. I could very much get to the very end of this side of the woods and really try to get myself back home then. And once again, I'm going to have to cut out because I'm going to try to see if I can keep going and trying to find some sort of a sign that civilization awaits me. And I don't know, I'll check back within another 22 minutes or so, and I'll let you know what happens then. Well, right now, civilization's probably not even close. Not right now, at least. But I could still hear, well, some traffic or other kinds of sounds that you'd be able to hear if you were in civilization. Because right now I'm still out of civilization, and already I could tell that it's starting to get really disgusting. Because look around here. There's plenty of mog, a lot of soggy portions of the whole side of the woods here that I'm on. That's probably not going to end too well. Because if I fell over right now, then it would probably just be, you know, it wouldn't just be very dirty. It would also end up in a lot of, well, probably a few injuries, considering how there's plenty of twigs left on the ground here. Lots of obstructions that could cause a lot of issues with, well, my job to get back home, really. And I can't say I'm completely safe because there might not just be obstructions or obstacles in the way, including branches, twigs, stones even, because there are some stones here covered in moss and lichen. There could also be animals lurking around in the forest. Luckily, I haven't seen any by far, but there's a good chance I might see some. For now, though, well, see down there? That's a nice area right there. It's a pretty big dip. It could have probably been some kind of area where water used to go down into as a way to feed off certain flooding. But I guess it's probably some that I could probably withdraw from my mind because there's no water there, as you can see. Throughout the whole way, actually. Probably could have been some sort. And that looks like a dam over there that the beavers built. Or at least some beavers built. But now, I don't see any beavers around here, so this could probably be a good sign. But then again, since I don't see any of them, then it could be prime time that they could try to come back here to, well, protect their dam, really. Anyhow, though, I'm just gonna have to keep going, try to find a way to get back to civilization. I could really use the sounds of the train horns again, because those were the first signs that I was getting close, but it already left somewhere. I could not really hear the rumbling anymore, or nothing like that. So it could be tough for me, though. I have heard a little bit of commotion going on in the distance. Oh, I just heard some more now. So I'm going to walk over to it, and, well, I guess I'll find out what happens then. Alright, so I kept on following the screams and other sounds that people made. And as it turns out, I seem to be getting close to a certain neighborhood of which that I... Whoa! Oh my Gosh. Oh. Gosh, man. I gotta be more careful than that. Whoa. Oh, am I lucky? Just analyzing myself, making sure I didn't get too dirty, and, well, this is the worst that happened by far. I'm just gonna wipe that off. It's kind of minor, though. So I'm just gonna keep going towards the neighborhood. Probably take some shorter steps this time. It seems to be getting much slicker and a bit more muddier and a bit more wetter than it has been from back there. And I keep cracking twigs. I don't know if that's going to attract attention from others. Alright. I'll check back when I get towards civilization again. Well, it's like I might have made myself wrong again, because as it turns out, we got ourselves another pretty big hill ahead of us, and I'm going to have to walk down it pretty slowly, trying to make sure I don't fall over. Alright. I'm not afraid of heights, nor am I afraid of falling over, because I already did somewhere in this vlog. If you probably already haven't seen it, but again, it's, whoa, that was one smooth rock that I just stepped on, but I could already tell that it's probably not very, oh, it wasn't very safe for me to just step on it in the first place. But anyhow, though, I'm just gonna have to keep on going. I don't have a compass on me. I don't really have much of any other supplies or any other kind of tools I could use to try to get myself back towards civilization. Probably the only real big thing here is my phone, but then again, it's not going to really do much because it might be running low on battery soon. So I guess I'm going to have to check back with everyone again once I keep getting closer and closer and closer. And I'll let anybody know what happens next. Hills just never seem to want to go, because I keep coming across some that go mostly down, not so much as up, but that's probably because I'm standing on some sort of a mountainous sort of terrain. And I hear Canadian geese somewhere out there. It could be flying somewhere, I don't know. I'm probably just going to have to stand here because I don't know if I can trust this terrain to be good enough for me to be stable, or for me to just continue walking on through it without slipping over like I did last time. Then again, it's probably worth taking the risk. Sometimes a little stick just stabbed me in the ankle. Oh. Ow. I hurt a little, but really that's just me landing on my butt last time that I recorded myself falling over, and I still had the dirt on my hands from that time. I don't suppose that we have ourselves quite a journey ahead of us. Quite the journey that we've had so far. However, though, oh my goodness, got some pretty colored leaves up here. I don't know what this is supposed to mean, but I don't know what I could do. Anyhow, though, man, that was quite some time that I've had here in the woods. And I guess I might still have some ways to go before I can at least try to find civilization ahead of me. And I really would want to, get back home as soon as I can. With this weather and the like, I can't imagine a storm could be coming within the next hour. Alright. I'm gonna have to cut off again because I just heard thumping, and that could be a sign that civilization is near. And I'm just more than afraid that if they catch me filming, then it wouldn't end up too well. So I'm gonna cut off and check back with everyone later. Now, this section of the woods is by far some of the heaviest I've seen, the heaviest in vegetation. So if you look all around me, there's a lot of dark, lush vegetation that's around me. It could be signifying that this is a much deeper area of the forest, and this often could mean that more insects could be thriving around, but I did apply some insect repellent earlier today, probably at least a couple hours back. Although, I can't imagine that insects would want to start biting me right now, so I might have to move fast. Oh, almost tripped over. Try to take it easily. Whoa! Oh! Oh my gosh! Man, that's the second time I fell over. I think I recorded that too. Oh my goodness, it has been recording the whole time. I'm so lucky. Oh. I want to fall over a third time? Come on. Whoa. There's dirt on the side of my leg. I'm trying my best to rub it off. There's dirt all over my hand now. My goodness. Man. Oh my goodness.